Hey guys, welcome back. It's Bill. So, I want to take a time out and first of all say how much I appreciate my wife in the almost 18, almost 19 years we've been married. And I also want to let you guys know that prepping isn't all I do. I do get out, and I do enjoy my semi-retired life out here in the Philippines, which was the whole point of moving out here in the first place, was so I could relax, enjoy, and not grow old working in a corporate environment 60 hours a week. And so far, for the last 10 years, that's been working out pretty well for me. So, as you can see in the little video in the background, we went out the other night. My wife, if you guys didn't know, was a professional singer for many years. I actually met her when she was singing in a band in Malaysia. And she's always enjoyed singing. Now, she's, mid 40s right now and hasn't been singing other than karaoke and at parties and when we have an event or something like that. But she wanted to get out, and I wanted to get out as well. So we went out with her brother and the brother's wife and some of her family. And we did what we typically do out here in the Philippines: is we just go sit in a roadside cafe somewhere where they have an open mic, and we just sat down and we had a good time. My wife really enjoyed it. It was really good for me to hear her singing live again. And honestly, I listened to this video over and over and over just because it really gave me a good feeling. And it's part of the culture out here is videoke and singing. Everyone will tell you Filipinos can sing, and that is a fact, right? So, you can go anywhere out here in the province, and they could be as poor as can be. But let me tell you what, they're not poor when it comes to their voices. They can sing, and they love to have an alcoholic beverage or just get out and just sing. It's one of the neat parts about the culture out here. Not shown here in this video, but this afternoon we took our Sunday lunch date and we went out and saw some of the sights, and we had a pizza and some other stuff. So I really do try to build and keep our relationship going. My wife does the same, right? We work hand in hand together running the water shop, and we make sure that our life out here is the best it can be. It's just Filipino culture, right? My experience is they're mostly all hardworking and dedicated people, and my wife is certainly one of those. And if you're looking to find a partner like my wife, just drop down and click on that link down below. You'll see down there, and that'll get you in the right direction. So, yeah, today was just an outing day. We try to keep Sundays out. This is the first Sunday in 7 that it hasn't been raining, which is something you have to learn to deal with here in the Philippines. So if me and my wife can't get out and do something, because honestly we don't like going out in the big rains, we still try to work together here in the shop and stuff. But a lot of the other cultural things that I've learned from my wife living out here in the Philippines is how you greet the elderly, how you talk to strangers, right? So, pointing is something you never do in anger. Pointing your finger at someone like this is a really bad thing to do. I didn't know that until I got out here, so we figured that out pretty quickly. Some of the other things she's taught me, and these things work anywhere in the world, but it's mostly a kind of a Filipino thing, is just taking the time out to treat the elderly correct. You show respect to anyone that's older than you, whether it's just a couple years, or even I have learned, like when I have a customer that's younger than me, because, obviously I'm mid-50s, I will still say po, which is the equivalent of sir. Like, excuse me po, ano gusto mo po, how can I help you po? I always say please and thank you. And that's fairly common out here. I think, the family values out here, they kind of teach their kids growing up. I've seen it with the toddlers. When they're teaching them how to speak, it's always in a form of a polite question. And that trait picks up pretty well out here. Some of the things that might shock an expat coming out here is everyone's, for the most part, tend to be polite. And now they absolutely, and this is Filipinos and Filipinas, they'll absolutely protect their family, right? You don't talk bad about someone's family out here, and that should be true anywhere in the world. But I tell you what, a Filipino feels slighted, they don't forget at all, and it becomes the Hatfields and McCoys out here real quick if you're not careful. And it's kind of hard to do anything out here. Keep in mind, this is a very small provincial town. it's hard to do anything out here that other people don't know about within the week. You know, we can even try to keep something sly or on the lowdown for a while, but it just gets out. You know, one person is told something, and the chismis, gossip for the English word, it's just something that happens out here pretty common. I think women gossip anywhere, and I think men do just as well. But so that's something that I definitely find is definitely a cultural thing. It's something here that the women just tend to do. People just know what you're doing all the time. Now in a bigger city environment, like BCG, Manila, Cebu, something like that, you know, obviously everybody doesn't know or care about everybody. But when you're the only Western guy living in the town, and I'm the only Western guy that's been out here, and even some of the people that I run across on a daily out here know who I am. I have no clue who they are, but they know who I am, and it always tends to be, oh, you're asawa sa Reina. You're, you know, the husband to Reina, because that's all they know me as. I don't get out a whole lot. But I just wanted to take a moment and just say that, you know, I don't prep all the time. I'm not constantly, you know, stacking food or doing YouTube videos and doing food reviews and trying to look at all the news all the time, which is depressing, right? I actually take time out and I make sure I build with my wife our relationship. You know, we've invested so much time, sweat, tears into this relationship that you have to keep it live or it can just get stale and die. And we don't want that. We're really contented with each other. So I just wanted to come out and let you guys know that yes, I am having fun out here in the Philippines. It's retirement's been great. Prepping's been a relatively new thing in the last year and a half. Yes, I'm a Boy Scout and always have been, and I plan, and you know, my mind goes in different directions and thinking than a lot of stuff. I did a video on that, how I was, you know, 30 years a hacker, and now I'm a prepper. So you might want to check that video out to get a little insight into my background. And yeah, my wife's background is a singer. Now she worked when she was in the U.S. Various different jobs. She's always worked, and here she runs the water business for us, as well as she runs the house to a degree. You know, she sets the budget. Typical of Filipino will run all the household budget, but I'm kind of too much of a, not a control freak, but I definitely work with her on that. You know, so we make plans on what we're buying and when and things of that nature. And yeah, all I can say is we're doing good. You know, if you're prepping hard and you're letting all this doom and gloom and the global conflicts and the food shortages and inflation on just about everything except your salary, that hasn't inflated at all. Take a time out, whether you're alone or with a partner, and just step away for a minute. That's what I have to do. That's the only way I keep my anxiety in check. And it's something that I have to work hard at, because I'll forget that it's been a while since I took a time out. My wife, and I told her, just remind me, right? You know, if we haven't gone out and done anything fun in a while and we're feeling restless, let me know. So that's what we have. We've done a lot this last week, actually, because like I said, it hasn't been raining. We went out the other night and she got to sing. And we did a Sunday brunch again up in the mountains, which was nice, even though all the video I took from today's adventure, I inadvertently deleted. And you know, I'm growing. You know, I didn't stress over it. I just realized what I did. Yeah, I didn't stress over it too much. You know, sometimes you make mistakes and you just deal with it and roll with it. And being retired out here has taught me patience and acceptance a lot. So for all you folks out there following along, hit that like button if you like these kind of videos. You may notice I'm trying some different formats. Not just the AI stuff, which I probably won't use for a lot of videos, but I've changed from iMovie on my MacBook to, what is it? CapCut. And that's why I deleted the footage. It doesn't behave the same. So if you see some new changes in my video, comment on them. I'm trying to, you know, do video on video and trying to get some more things going without being too corny or commercial-like. But I'm trying to get that stuff done. So anyways, again, if you're looking for a partner that you think you can run the distance with like I have with my wife, definitely hit that link down below. I think you'll have a lot of opportunity there to find someone that's perfect for you. And all my preppers out there, take time to breathe, relax, and for Pete's sake, everyone, just be safe. All right, thank you.